Hello, my dear students. Today, in your English class, we will be learning about confusing pronouns. So, my dear students, you all know that what is a pronoun? A pronoun is a word that is used instead of a noun. In other words, the words used in place of nouns are called pronouns, so as to avoid the repetition. Few examples of pronouns are I, he, she, her, it, and many more. Sometimes, in a sentence, while using the pronouns like I, me, she, her, him, his, they, them, us, we usually get confused that which pronoun is to be used in a sentence. So this video will be helping you out in solving all these confusions. So let us proceed further and know a little bit more about these confusing pronouns. Students, I and me are both personal pronouns that are used when you talk about yourself. A personal pronoun is used in place of a noun when you talk about specific people or things that belong to a person. I is the first person singular subject pronoun. Me is the first person singular object pronoun. So let us look at the following example. Rekha and I went to the fair. Rekha and me went to the fair. In the first sentence, I have used I as a pronoun, whereas in the second sentence, I have used me as a pronoun in the sentence. So, both the sentence mean the same, but in one sentence, the usage of pronoun is correct, whereas in the second sentence, the usage of pronoun is wrong. But which sentence is correct and which is wrong? So how will you know about it? Let us look further and know. So students, you can see that the sentence written above is the correct sentence. Rekha and I went to the fair. Whereas the sentence written below is wrong. Rekha and me went to the fair. But the confusion still remains there. How to find which sentence is correct and which is wrong? There is a very simple trick. Divide the sentences into shorter sentences, just like I have done. Rekha went to the fair. I went to the fair. Rekha went to the fair. Me went to the fair. After reading both the sentences, which you have divided into the shorter sentences, you will find yourself which is the correct sentence and which is the wrong, and the usage of which pronoun is done correctly. So, by dividing the sentences into shorter sentences, you will automatically come to know that the correct sentence is Rekha went to the fair, I went to the fair. And we will combine both these sentences, it will become Rekha and I went to the fair. Let us look at one more example for a better understanding. Now there are two sentences again in front of you. Mummy gave him and me a chocolate. Mummy gave he and me a chocolate. Now both the sentences create confusion. Which is correct? Now apply the same rule. Divide the sentences into two shorter sentences and you will come to know automatically by yourself that in which sentence the pronoun has been correctly used. The first sentence in the previous slide can be divided like this. Mummy gave him a chocolate. Mummy gave me a chocolate. And the second sentence can be divided as Mummy gave he a chocolate. Mummy gave me a chocolate. So now there is a little better understanding among you to judge which sentence has been used correctly with the correct pronoun. So the sentence written on top is correct. Mummy gave him and me a chocolate. So the division of sentence will definitely help you to find the correct usage of the pronoun. So students, the same rule can be used for these pronouns also to avoid the confusion. So whenever you see that the sentence is replaced with the pronoun like I, me, she, her, him, his, they, them, us, we. Divide the sentence into shorter sentences to avoid the confusion and write a correct sentence or use the correct pronoun in the blank so as to make a sentence grammatically correct. Hope the confusion is cleared up in your minds now regarding the correct usage of the pronouns. Thank you and have a nice day.